Ripsua, and welcome back to Khmer Talk, the podcast where we amplify the voices, vision, and story of our community. Today, we're sitting right in the heart of creativity. We are recording live at the AF studio here in Tacoma, Washington, the home base of truly extraordinary organization called Art First. Art First is a 501c3 nonprofit with a bold and beautiful mission to make the arts accessible to everyone, completely free of charge. Filmmaking, dance, visual arts, open studio classes, summer camps for youth, all of it's free. All of it, open, all of it, right here in our community. And today's guest is someone very special to me personally, my own cousin, and the creative heart behind Art First, Chhay Mam. Chhay is a Cambodian-American artist, filmmaker, educator, a true Renaissance individual whose work bridges fine arts, performance, science, and unshakable belief that imagination is the most powerful tool any young person can hold. I have watched Chhay build this from the very beginning, and I'm so proud to have him here with us today. Chhay, I'm so glad we're finally doing this and right here in your studio. And welcome to my talk. Chhay, I'm so excited to be hosting you today.
Thank you. It's nice to have you here.
Yeah. So
go ahead.
So Chhay, you're an artist, a filmmaker, a dancer, a mathematician. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Chhay Mam before Art First, and how did all of these different worlds come together in you?
So when I was in college, I used to be a teacher's assistant for arts department, but I took a lot of science and advanced mathematics class.
Oh.
And when I finished,
what school? I'm sorry, Chhay.
Evergreen State College.
Oh, you did. Yeah. Okay.
And then when I finished, I had a good background in science and arts. Mm-hmm. And then the arts, I did a lot of paintings, I did a lot of drawings, art history, and stuff like that. And then when I finished, I did AmeriCorps, and then I at the Tacoma Community Housing.
Okay. Yeah. So what year was this?
Oh, 22. I mean, 02.
02.
Yeah, okay. It was way back.
Way back then. Yeah. So, just to give the audience,
Yeah. And it was, and then I was just, so I did the AmeriCorps, and I was working at the computer lab for Community Housing, helping out like the community in terms of learning how to use the computer. Mm-hmm. And then I did that for a summer, and then, but while I was there, I got to, I was also dancing. I was taking a dance class just to see if I wanted to dance professionally.
Yeah.
And then, when I finished, I didn't know what to do, so I just went out and took more dance classes. And then they gave me contracts to dance professionally, which is a paid contract. Yeah. A bunch of small companies gave me a bunch of contracts. But while I was in AmeriCorps, I made a bunch of videos too. Like we were in the library and they had cameras and stuff, so I made a bunch of short films just because that's where I got started.
It got started in 2002.
Yeah.
You were a ballet dancer.
Yeah,
Can you share with us, with the audience? I mean, I went to,
Yeah, so in college, I didn't start until my junior year, and I was playing tennis when I was in college, and then I injured my wrist, and then my friend was taking ballet class, and she got me into taking ballet class.
Yeah.
So I kind of liked it, and then it helped me stay in shape, and then when I finished, I was really good, but after college, I just put more effort into it and trained like 5 days a week. And after that amount of training, and I trained for like for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
But the time I also traveled a lot. Like when I got some free time. So, and one of the places that was like when I was younger, I traveled to India. And here's a picture of me when I was so that was in Delhi.
Wow.
You see that? So the little turbine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'll show it to you.
Yeah, but the audience,
So when I was there, like I was pretty dangerous. I was staying in cheap hotels and motels. Like I would work my way from Delhi. I did a golden triangle where you go down. I forgot where it was, but to see the Taj Mahal and stuff like that, right? And I would take local transportation. I would and there was no tourist like like there was nobody doing this.
Right.
Like it was just dangerous, right? And the other thing I did was I couch surf. Like I would contact local people that live in the area, and then they would invite me for like a night to sleep on the couch. Sometimes I get.
And what age was this?
Oh, this is in like early 20s, like no, my late 20s. Yeah, yeah. And then they and then one of the people they were they made wedding dress, and I stayed in the house, and then they were Sikh, the religion was Sikh, and they I was only there for like a couple of nights, but the last night they were real proud of their church, their temple, right? So that's the picture they saw. So they taught me how to wear a turban. They all that. They took me to the temple, so that temple is famous for providing free food for the community, right? It's pretty amazing. Like back then, everything was done to volunteer. Everything was done like through donations. There was little support for it, but the religion had people so many people volunteering. So the wealthy people just donated to like, and every day they would serve like at least 2 meals a day. 365 days a week. It's just like a machine, right? It's just, but like everything was just volunteer, right? And if you needed like a food and you need like a meal, you just go there, and all they require you is to go down, and you sit in this row in this temple, like on the ground, and they would put plates on you on the floor, and then they would come and just serve you. Right now they serve between 20,000 to like 100,000 people a day.
Wow.
Yeah, back then it was probably like 10 to 15,000.
So that's what inspired you.
Well, that was one of the things that inspired me to actually to find like something for the arts, something like that. But the reason why I'm telling you this because that one, they're a third world country, India, right? Now, if you see this like in a developed country like Australia or Europe or in Japan or something, it'd be feasible, right? But this is like a developing country. It's like almost worse than Khmer, right? And yet they're doing this, like yeah. And it was like and donation box. You just go in there, and the only catch is like if you leave too much crumbs on the plate, they make you go back and eat it.
Really?
there's a person at the door.
Oh, really?
Like, I thought he was kidding me. I saw this lady. She went and she gave the guy the plate. He looks at it and gives it back to him. I told him to go back and finish her food. Yeah.
So you literally have to eat off your. I mean, literally.
You really have to clean
your plate
because it's an insult to them because like everything's a volunteer and they're not making
hard work.
Yeah, they're hard work, and you leave like these kinds of like so my friend told me like you have to finish your food. So that was one inspiration for actually saying like it's possible to do these kinds of things because we are a developed nation. Even though we just have, I just had to figure it out, and that took me so long to figure it out. Yeah.
So
that was
journey,
one of the,
right?
Yeah, that journey going. Yeah, that was one of the biggest inspiration when I was younger to actually. Yeah.
That's a great story, but right, you need to finish your plate. So for students and people who come and be part of your classes, please finish. When you started. Don't in the middle of your class session or don't give up because everything is free, right? So you're a Cambodian-American and you're here in Tacoma. What does this mean you personally to building something like this in this community?
Yeah. So when we came here, we were in Hilltop, but we moved to Shalashan, right? And when we were in Shalashan, there was no like art program or anything like that. So I was trying to get some art program, and even our after-school filmmaking, I partnered with Tacoma Community Housing.
Good.
Yeah, and so starting January all the way to the end of May, we run a daily after-school program for them at the Shalashan Community Center.
At the Family Investment.
Yeah, family. It's free to the public.
Oh,
yeah.
Good.
So that's one of the. And we used to have it like at the Eastside Community Center or something like that, but we outgrew it. So we just need more space, and they were happy to accommodate for these kinds of programs. Yeah. So it's just nice to get back to the community in terms of like where you grew up, because the thing is like when you grew up, you figure out like you didn't realize you were poor until you went to college, because everybody around you was poor, right? Yeah. But when you went to college, then you realize how big the world is, and then you realize what there's some injustice that you have to fix. Small things. So can't do much, but but maybe you can fulfill one need that community.
Yeah. And so what I'm hearing is the connection experience coming as a refugee, right?
Yeah.
To my experience
Yeah.
from rebuilding who we were,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so I'm sitting here in your Art First studio right now. Walk us through the space and what does this studio represent for you, and what do you want people to feel when they walk in here?
So this studio is a small studio. It's only about 600 square feet, but it converts it into a filming studio. And then when we're ready, we all the tables folds down. We have 4 of these that's by the wall and just folds right into the wall. And then we turn into a dance studio.
Yeah.
So we have a green screen over there that we use to film, and then these ballet bars, we also use it for animation. So everything over here, most things have a dual use and how we use it, right? So the desk we got guest lecture and stuff thing, and connects to our TV, and then that's where I lecture, and then guest artists can come over here and then they can lecture, and then we have a bunch of whiteboards that the guest lecturers can thing. So it's actually a classroom that, for lecturing, and then when this, so we do stop motion, do live film, traditional film, and then we're starting our animation class this summer to incorporate it.
So from when are your classes starting?
So is after the 4th of July, the first Tuesday after the 4th of July. We're here 3 days a week from. Well, I'm here from 12 to I'm here from 12 to 8, but the class is from 1 to 4. Oh no, from 1 to 5, so it's 4 hours. And then on Monday, I'm at the Amara Center. They're a community center that helps orphans. Yeah, and we partner with them to provide our summer program down there too. So they're community. We go down there, and that's on Monday. And they're a great partner.
So Amara Place, right?
Yeah, Amara Center. Yeah.
The Amara Center. So we'll have that information in the show notes. For people who want to contribute or donate, right?
Yeah. And then our dance program is Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays.
Wow.
Yeah. So so we have 2 classes on Tuesdays, 2 classes on Thursdays, and 1 class on Saturday. Yeah.
So the classes is beginners, intermediate.
Yeah. So the beginning class is from so we usually deal with kids from 12 to 18, and the Tuesday class for beginning. Right?
From the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the Thursday class more advanced, and the Saturday class is a little bit more advanced. So the idea is because I don't want to be like a really a typical dance school because I don't have the staff and things like that. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to create a art place, art facility where it can accommodate like people that just like if you're a dancer, your instrument is your body. So when you want a job, you have to stay fit, right? And dance classes are expensive. Like a typical ballet class per ballet class is between $15 and $30 per class, right? And they typically need at least 3, so it's like $45 to actually stay in shape, right? So this helps them to like if they're trying to find a job and stuff like that, they can still stay in shape.
So Chhay, I think this inspired me to join your class too. So I can be a little bit more toned for being a host for Khmer Talk, right? So the on you said Tuesday is
the beginning class.
Is the beginning class, and then Thursday
it's a little bit more advanced.
So the adults can come on.
So there's 2 classes, one for 12 to 18, and then it's then from I think 13 and all the way to adult. So that way, if kids just want to be by themselves, they get 2 days of class, like Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5:15 to like 6:15. So
okay.
Yeah, so kids. So it's just kids there.
During that time.
Yeah, and then the teen adult one is 13 and up. Yeah. So like so once they learn it, the kids, and then they turn 13, they can actually take 5 classes a week. And that's 5 classes is what you need to maintain be a professional dancer. So it gives them that leeway to actually all those classes to actually stay fit and be a dancer.
But it's all free.
It's
all free. So for people who have never, you explained a little bit about the Art First, right? So everything is free. That's amazing. So how do you sustain?
So we get Tacoma Create Fund. It's a fund that the city of Tacoma has a tax on 0.01% sales goods, and they help us pay about 50% of our programs. Because since all programs are free, it's accessible to the community. They can pay up to 50% of our program, right? So we use that to pay the utilities and stuff like that. And since our film program is pretty popular, established, yeah, so they know what they're getting, and usually the city of Tacoma give us a contract to put it out, like to do our film in the Tacoma, the Shaoshan Investment Center, and then we do it here, yeah, and then they also pay us to go into the school system and teach after-school programs.
Wow.
And this school year, we've been into 9 different middle schools, and they're 8 weeks long, so we switch from middle school to middle school.
Well, that's great, and thank you for Tacoma for having this program and really helping the underserved, right? People who
and then the other part is we do get donations from our boards and from people just donate to us, and then we now write grants to actually compensate for the other part. Yeah, so it is sustainable in terms of how we where we get funds. But each year we just have to apply for our grants again.
Yeah. So, but you're growing. So.
Yeah, it's hard to get here because the spaces in Tacoma, it's expensive. Yeah, and it's a dance studio, you just need a lot of space. Even a film studio, that's why it was really hard to do this.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's so great, Chhay. I'm so proud of you for doing this because that's how we give back to community, right?
Yeah.
And you see, especially kids, something for them to do.
Yeah. And this is the fine art. Like art classes, like the reason why a lot of people like are just our film. It's gonna be our dance classes, but it's really challenging. We don't really dumb down things for kids. like a lot of times they struggle with the concept, and we tell them it's okay. Like take some time off, get a break, and come back, and then keep working on it. You'll figure it out, right? Because what we've done is we take almost like a college level of course, and we break it down all the way up to from middle school. So we start teaching like bits of like theories from middle school all the way up to like our adult class.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And so you do the filming, the editing, everything that is part of
so
the industry, right?
Yeah, so the kids, like our summer program, the kids will make, each week they would make a video, they film together, they write screenplays, and then each kids will edit that version of their video.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then next week, that week, and then we watch the film, and they get critique on it, and then they figure what's wrong, and they do it again the following week with a different, a different topic, right? A little more advanced, and each week is growing. So because like each week we build on the skills that they learned last week, it's hard to take in new students. Like once they miss if they miss 1 week, they're not gonna catch up.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So usually we start out with 17, and we might end up with 11 because it's just and we don't take kids in after that because it's just because when we try to take them in, they get lost and then they just feel like they can't do this, and we just don't have the time to help them. So it's always good to try
at the beginning.
Yeah. And we used to tell them wait till next year or wait until next session or something like that to sign in.
So the sign up for this summer,
it's full.
It's full.
Yeah. So there's a waiting list. There's a waiting list, and usually people do not show up because usually we get about. This year we got a lot more that not show up. Usually we get about a third, but this year it's up to like 50% of some other people that don't show up. So it's a good chance of getting it. But they can still put on the waiting list, and we'll call them after the first day to actually come in.
Okay.
Or some of them we just tell them come the first day, and the other people don't show up. You just get their spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So that first day is really important for the students to show up. If you don't show up, and then they're gonna get replaced, right?
So sometimes they will tell us that they will miss the first couple of days, and then we save a spot for them. But if they don't tell us they miss the first day, we just give it to
the person that is on the waiting list.
The next person on the waiting list.
Okay, I think that's great. So you do have currently a waiting list.
Yeah. The film program it's almost like always full. Like when we go to the school system, sometimes we have like 25 kids on the waiting list.
Wow.
Yeah,
you guys are doing great things.
Yeah, because we've been there before, the kids know what to expect. And the course is challenging enough where they just like engage them, because it's hard to teach a program for in middle school for 2 hours, focus the students for 2 hours, and and in our program, we're one of the few arts programs that are running.
First started a summer filming program in 2019, right?
Yeah.
How did it grow from there?
So in 2019, they needed a guest artist to come teach a program, and one of the filmmakers had to go to South America.
Oh.
So I was the last person on the list, and they asked me to come and teach the program. And it worked out pretty well because the parents really loved the program. They called up and said, "We like this program a lot. Engage our kids." So we got like a lot of reviews, good reviews from the parents, and then and then that's when next year Khmer Talk came along, and they needed some program. So they, I think they recommended my program to them.
Oh, great!
And then we were some of the first artists to actually go to the school system and teach for the Khmer Talk program. And then after that, the pandemic happens, and when I came back from it, Khmer Talk have a process in which you can go and teach the school system. The after school program as an artist. So I formed a nonprofit, and then it took a while to actually put everything together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, about 2002, we actually incorporated, and then we got a 501c3, and then we did the film program, and then it was until this year we added the dance program.
The dance.
Yeah, it was only like 3 months ago. Yeah, so it's been pretty. It's new, yeah.
Yeah, it's new, but good enrollment from.
It's going slow, but usually it takes about at least a year to actually get your program
up and running.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Like a filmmaking program took us like years, like 2-3 years to finalize.
Gotcha. Yeah, hopefully especially the dance,
Yeah.
To really overall, if you think about it, help improve your health.
Yeah.
Quality. Stay in shape and.
Yeah, we have a lady who came. It was on 2 people there, but she's 80 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's another girl there, and she was like, I think that lady's in better shape than I am. Like she was. Yeah, like 80.
Really toned.
Yeah, well, she danced her whole life, right?
Oh, I see.
And she does it she just came here to, and she doesn't take the full class. She takes the just the bar class because it's just too hard for her. But even at the bar, for an 80-year-old lady to do that, I was like, I was pretty impressed.
Amazing.
It was pretty amazing.
Oh wow, that's really inspirational.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, she said, I danced. Was a kabuki? What's that Japanese form? I forgot what it's called. But she danced that thing her whole life, and then she just needs something to stay in shape, and she just comes and takes it once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah.
What day?
Oh, she takes a Saturday class, the advanced class.
The advanced class.
Yeah.
So if the viewer and listener out there, but they do need to register with you first.
Oh yeah, they definitely need.
Yeah. They have to register with you, and then
there's some forms that you have to fill out and sign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, online.
The consent and all.
Yeah, all
the
consent. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe because I'm maybe committed to sign up for one of the Saturday, so I can, like I said, be in a better shape because I don't exercise is not. Well, anyway, so. So you have worked with partners like YMCA, Tacoma Crate, and Green Trike.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about Green Trike, what that is?
So Green Trike is a nonprofit that works with young kids to actually do. They mainly focus on education for like elementary school and mommies and stuff like that. So they have a lot of programs for almost like daycare type of thing, right?
Oh, okay.
But so they have this kinds of program, but they also they're in charge of the or what's known as club after school programs, like all the middle schools and all the elementary schools have after school programs, right? And these programs, they were run by Eastside Boys and Girls Clubs. Metro Park just got out, but a bunch of local nonprofits actually run those programs. They're just administrators for those, they act as administrators, they work with artists and they work with nonprofits, and then they place them into the school system for that school program, and then they check up on them on what they're doing, time hours and stuff like that, and make sure everything's correct. Yeah, so they are essential in terms of a relationship between the after school program and the artist, so they connect the two programs together. Yeah. So and then they place you in the schools, like as needed.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And for you, I mean, you're mainly like the main person doing everything, right?
Yeah.
From teaching filming, being a dancer. Do you have anybody that you
Yeah.
help help
So
out?
yeah. So we do hire guest artists, but
Yeah.
administrative stuff like that, I mainly do it all by myself.
Uh-huh.
And then the other thing is it just it because because I do all the programs, I write all the grants. It makes it a lot easier for me just to do like everything because I know what I need. Like
Gotcha.
yeah, like we have like we have iPads. Like we can accommodate up to 20 kids for our film program. And
Mm.
each kids have an iPad. Each kids have a laptop that they can use, right? And
Mm-hmm.
all this was done when we got our nonprofit. I actually wrote the grants. It took me like 3 years of like writing grants to get all these camera equipment, things, stuff like that. Because when you teach, you know what you need, right?
Yeah.
And then you can better explain it to them. Like this is why I need this. That if the students don't have an editing software and it's just one computer or per 3 kids, 2 kids aren't gonna do anything, right? So I need this for this reason, for this reason.
Yeah.
So that way they understand. Like okay, that makes sense, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Where like if I'm an administrator, if I'm not teaching, I don't realize that. Like for example, like when I go into the school system for the after school program, because I don't have any interns to help me, I kept my class size at 10.
I gotcha.
Because it's just like as we're dealing with so much equipment, kids are just pressing so many buttons, right? But the school system, like, they want you to have a minimum of 15, like they want you to have a max of 15, right? But I told them it doesn't work because we're so technology driven that it's like I can't have 15 kids on the computer that doesn't know what they're doing. Like 10 is the most, yeah.
Gotcha.
So they give me some leeways in that and say, okay, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. So as you can tell, I'm here at the studio. At the Khmer Talk studio is a little bit different. We don't have the lightings like you do.
Yeah.
This is more of a professional lighting. So
Yeah.
learning from you today, what we can improve at the Khmer Talk studio.
Yeah. So this is really bad lighting because we don't have a lighting because everything's because everything's white, and then we have a green screen over there, but you kind of want some colors and you kind of want some other things, right? But it's just and then usually there's some lighting experts that does it, but this is just simple lighting.
Yeah, simple lighting because right now we're filming on a Sunday, so
and there's no students or anything to help us.
out, and also there's 2 cameras that are filming, and we're using to have just 1 camera. So this is thank you, Kaz, for having Chhay for having me here to learn about this too. I'm learning from you. So why filming?
So filming. So if you go to evolution of like arts, so we start in drawing, right? We got into painting, and then we got into photography, right? And then by the 1878 or something like that. Then we started putting all this image together to make some motion. And by 1900s, we got projectors, and by 1926, we got audio with that, right? So it's just a natural progression of how people tell us a story, right? And each progression, there's new theories that come along with that idea, right? So I started as a painter, and many people who start filmmaking start painting or photography and stuff like that, and then they realize because it's just a motion picture, it's a moving picture, right? It's just an evolution of what they were just doing, a better way to tell a story, how to tell a story, right? And filmmaking works especially for youth because it's so broad. Like you can be in front of the camera, you can be behind the camera, you can make audio, right?
Yeah.
And you can edit, right? And you can do costumes, you can do makeup. There's such a it's such a huge umbrella that even though kids don't want to be like in front of the camera or they don't like to edit, there's always some place for them to actually do something as part of the team.
You can be really creative.
Yeah.
Really beyond.
Yeah.
Right. That's why filming it's
important. And that's how we interact now. It's through the YouTube channels, videos, and stuff like that, right? So even
more visual.
More visual, exactly. Yeah. And this, I mean, the part we were just filming, this is the fine arts of it. We're just teaching how to become better visual storyteller, right? And this is what Hollywood does. Is what they spend billions of dollars trying to figure out how they do it. But the theories are there. Right? Anybody can learn the theories, and anybody can learn how to use the camera, right? And the software we use is free to edit this.
What software do you use?
DaVinci Resolve.
DaVinci
Resolve. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So once they get out of the course, and if they have a laptop, it's on Macs and Windows, they can just download the program and they can edit their own videos. Yeah.
So you don't need for all this. So the editing tools that use is called DaVinci
Resolve.
Resolve. So anybody have access to it?
Everybody have access to it.
Oh, okay.
So they have a free version, and then they have.
I think something is beeping again.
Yeah. So this is my phone. So they have a free version and they have a paid version. And the free version has like 90-something% of the paid version.
Oh,
really? And many filmmakers start out just use the free version because there's no watermarks or anything like that.
Okay.
And we have a license for the professional version, but we just use a free version for our students to show them that it's this is a powerful program.
Yeah. So this is for those who wants to kind of learn more about the editing part, and can look into DaVinci Resolve and learn from you. Is it user friendly?
No.
Well,
it's not because like there's Adobe Premiere is more user friendly, and Final Cut Pro on Apple is more user friendly. But DaVinci Resolve has more features. Not more features, but like there's a lot of features. But you just have to know how to navigate. It's the learning curve is a little bit steeper, but when you take a class on it, it just makes it like you understand. It's just finding where things are.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And then do you so in your filming class, you teach them?
Yeah. So we go through like everything. We teach them how to use camera. We teach them how to do lighting, and then we teach them how to edit. And each week, like I said, they shoot, and then they shoot, edit, and then they keep keeping that process. Yeah.
Well, that's like I said, maybe I should take your filming class.
It is a good class.
I think it is.
Because the class is because like I said, because we teach from like age 12 all the way up to like a college level. We know the theory, like how to teach that theory all the way up to like and we try to explain it to our students like from 12. And we're explaining to the same thing to the adults, just in different ways.
Yeah. So, how about your former students who have have done your summer camp? They venture off. Any success story from?
Yeah. So, a lot of them work when they get jobs, they just edit some stuff, like some advertisement and stuff like that.
Wow.
Some of our students, they like one of our interns. They formed like film crews, and I think they were filming stuff for Amazon.
Wow.
Yeah.
See?
So it's hard to get into this industry, but when they're younger, the point of filmmaking is to bring them together and have a group together. Because when you start out, you just try to figure out things. You get a little bit of money, and then you take all that money and just buy all the things you need as a group, and then you make some films, right?
Yeah.
And you just keep But they're doing it, and then many times is that they just get a job, something that they require. Sometimes they require some editing, or sometimes they require some advertisement, and they just know how to do it.
For those out there, Chay's, please look into Art First program organization. It sounds great, especially the tools that you because Khmer Talk is about community, right? What we can do to help one another.
Yeah.
And you are doing great for our community, regardless of it's not just, it's inclusive.
Yeah.
It's not just anybody can come and join your program.
Yeah.
And if they want to learn more, they can look on your website. And also, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna subscribe to your YouTube channel and watch those videos. And
there are many videos at different skill levels, but they're great little videos. We got all ages.
Yeah. So I asked you earlier about the students, but can you tell us a little bit more about just an example, like a transformation from that you see in a student?
Yeah. So a lot of times when the students get into these especially this class, because we base our how we teach is basically how like somebody would teach at Juilliard Arts or like the higher end art school, meaning that we'll teach you all theories and then you do your project and then we criticize your work. And not just me, but the other students criticize your work to try to get you to become better artists, right? And when kids are younger, when they come, they're not used to that, and then they get exposed to that, and then they learn how to deal with that. But our like some of our successes, like we hire interns, or we don't. So sometimes we go with Jobs 253, and they provide us interns. But sometimes we hire interns for our summer program.
Okay.
And one of our students, she dropped out of school, but because our program is just free for the public, she came and took our class, and then she made some friends, and then she actually signed up for school again.
Good.
Yeah, so it's it challenges them, but it doesn't judge them on what they do. Like we teach them how to become better storytellers. Like they come from all different backgrounds. Yeah, the LGBT community. They come from Cambodia. They come from the rural area. So everybody comes from different background, right?
Yeah.
And then when they get to this place, the background is important, but we're just here to teach them how to become better storyteller, right? And then they learn how to become friends from that, right? Yeah. So we do. It's a great introduction how to become an artist, no matter what background you're in.
It's so true, because I think it's really important that we take criticism as a good feedback.
Yeah.
And don't look at it in negative. I mean, yes, that's how we grow, right?
Yeah.
What do we learn from
Yeah.
that experience?
Yeah, there's a like when teachers try to give feedback, they want you to become better on what you're doing, right? So a lot of times when if a teacher sees you and they think you won't take the feedback in heart, they won't correct you, and you just keep making the same mistake.
I know, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, they'll just skip over you because they don't want to waste their time. And it's like that for the fine arts, like in terms of like jewelers and stuff like that. If you cannot take a critique, teachers are too busy. They just say, okay, like it doesn't really matter to them. Like they're just here to teach you, and then you can't take the criticism.
But at least your program, you inspire them.
Yeah.
To say, this is part of growing.
Yeah.
This is part of life. That
we teach them how to analyze things, right?
Yeah.
And like the filming, it's difficult, but like the dancing is harder because we're trying. It's not about the body, because their instrument is the body. So sometimes the younger kids, it takes them a while to get used to. Because you gotta like adjust the body because you're trying to fix the posture, right? So like every little thing you see is wrong. It's not their body. We're trying to get them the body in the right.
Train them, right?
Yeah, train them to like be a proper alignment and everything, right, like that. And when you're younger, it's hard because you think like, oh, he's criticizing, or the instructor's criticizing your body, but it's not that. It's just alignment because we have our body shapes and we criticize. Like I mean, we would give our critics to like all of them, like any body shape, because we can see alignments just not correct, and it takes a lot of time to work on those critique.
But most of the students understand the process.
Yeah.
You're there to help them and grow.
Yeah, but they are shocked at first when they're introduced those because they're not used to it. Because the thing is, they think like some of them when they come in, they think like, oh, I can do anything I want.
Because it's free, right?
Yeah, no, because it's free. Because it's do anything I want in terms of like how to edit. But like if you go to an English writing class, you can't just make up letters. Right?
True.
Yeah.
That's good analogy.
Yeah, you can't just make up words and stuff like that. That's macro, right? Analogy. You have to you have to do what we the proper way to how to edit, the proper way why this works, why this doesn't. So there is a way. And if they think that they can just come and put clumps together, it doesn't work, right? But we explain to them, we tell them why this works, why this doesn't, what the theories are behind it, all these things, and why we film color theory and stuff like that. Yeah. But they're but a lot of times their initial, because they're not used to that, it's just they're taken back by it. But after usually 1 week of that,
They grow.
Yeah, they grow.
They
Yeah,
understand.
yeah, they understand that,
Yeah.
like how, because they progress faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well, that's great because I think it's important for we teach the younger generation about how, criticism. Even at school, I know the teacher they like you said, and sometimes hey, they don't have time, they move on.
yeah, yeah.
But
They
at least
start.
your program, it's not about that. You it really take the time to teach this
Yeah,
kid about the
yeah,
from A to Z
yeah, yeah,
how to do filming or dancing
yeah, yeah.
and how the body works, right? Um, so I think but so one thing I was looking through your website. You have a quote there, right? From Norman MacLean, right?
Yeah, McLean. Yeah.
Yeah, MacLean about grace coming by art and art not coming easy.
Yeah.
What does that quote mean to you personally? Why that one? Why
Okay.
that one?
So, as you know, I fish a lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And I fly fish a lot too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Norman MacLean is a famous American writer,
Mm-hmm.
and he wrote this book called "A River Runs Through It." It's also the film.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the film?
Yeah, I think
Brad Pitt.
yes,
He's a fly fisherman. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Brad Pitt, he's a fly fisherman in there, right?
Yeah.
And Norman MacLean, his father is a pastor, right? And it's an autobiography about his life and his brother and his father and his family. And 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 it goes to and he's a great writer. He's one of America's best writer, right? But he also loves fly fishing, right? And his dad loved fly fishing. And he's a pastor, right? So his dad, when he preaches, like in the film, in the book, in the film, when he preaches, there's no distinction between God, nature, and fly fishing. it all goes in together in art, right?
Yes.
He sees it as an art form, right?
Okay.
And but the thing is, he's so particular on how to fly because fly fishing takes a long time to learn how to cast and learn how to do these things, right?
Yeah.
So to him, like this is like art, like his art is fly fishing, right? He takes that really seriously, right? And in that quote says like you have to just like it's hard to do, like any of these art forms is hard to do, right?
Yeah.
But it's worth it, right? So he has this other quote that says like if I forgot what was it like it was something to the extent like if a person catches a trout by accident, it's like he embarrasses the trout or something like that. like you just throw it back. Like it's like it's not even worth it because yeah. So like don't disgrace that trout.
So fly fishing it is an art, right?
It's an art form. It takes a long time.
Skills, right?
Yeah, it takes skills.
To really.
Yeah, but what he's saying there in that quote is that anything like art is like it's almost for because he comes from a pastor background. It's almost like what you call it, like a something from the divine.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a gift from the
divine.
Yeah, like his
Yeah.
his dad, right? And he's comparing that like art form. And it's not easy,
No.
right? And then he's like, once you get the rhythm, it's not the rhythm. It's he was saying like it's the rhythm of like God that you're trying to pick up, right?
Yeah.
And try and get this is really hard to do.
It
right?
is.
Yeah, and I like that quote because many art forms it's just hard to do, like to do it properly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything we do, it takes skills.
It takes skills.
Yeah.
And then it takes many years and years to get it right. Yeah. So that's what he was saying. It's hard. It's extremely hard to do these kind of stuff, no matter what your art form is, right? Yeah. Like like a mathematician, like this guy named Ramanujan, and I forgot what year it was from, but Indian mathematician created some of the most advanced mathematics. Even like they're studying it today. His books. But he saw his math skills as something from divine, like he's just he's basically tapping into like God like equation basically. That's how he sees it, right?
Yeah.
And here MacLean, when he talks about his dad or talk about art, he's saying the same thing. He's saying that there's a natural order to this. There's a you're trying to tap into something greater than yourself, right? And then there's this beauty into that, right? And art is that gift.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Because you're creating something, just like
And if you have the skill to portray, even portray that storytelling,
Yeah.
right? Tell what you
Yeah.
know, you can make
Yeah.
help people out there,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So there's an old saying like how do you get into Juilliard's?
Mm.
Like, how do you get into Juilliard's? No.
So how?
Practice,
Mm.
right? So there's just a saying. So in order to get into any of these like schools and stuff, you just have to practice.
Yeah,
You have to
anything.
practice. You have to practice your art,
Yeah.
and you have to do it like a job.
Yes,
Like,
it is.
yeah.
So it's like I'm taking this my talk host seriously.
Yeah.
Like you know, I'm taking this as a second job, and I take it personally,
Yeah.
and I'm trying my best to craft it the best I can.
Yeah.
Even though I'm just trying, but it does everything we do. We have to put our heart and soul, and you know,
Yeah.
it takes skills, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And people think, oh, you can just ask questions, talk about it.
Yeah.
No, but you have to have some skills.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah. And those skills come over time. That's what
Yes,
you're saying. Like,
yeah.
it takes practice and practice
Yes,
and practice.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's that relentless practice.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Look at, I'm still here interviewing you.
Yeah.
I mean, on a Sunday, right? Both
Yeah,
of us
yeah.
working, you know, on a Sunday. So, so how can people in Khmer community and the broader Tacoma community get involved with Art First?
So I would love more Khmer to actually come and take the classes.
Yeah.
We do have some representations out our summer programs, a lot of youth and stuff, rappers and stuff come and make videos and stuff, but
Yeah.
but there's still a lack of it. So I would like more just like Khmer, the Asian community to
Yeah,
actually come
yeah.
and take the class. And for the dance program, I would like it in the year or two to actually have enough kids or enough students, adults, and community members to actually form a company.
Oh.
Yeah, to actually, because you don't need much to actually form a dance company. You just need like 16 kids. I mean, 16 dancers. And
Oh, okay.
this place can hold it. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's doable. So I would like them, but so I would like them to come and train and take the class to actually become good dancers.
Wow, that is exciting, Chai. You know, for because with the Khmer community here in Tacoma, we do have the Khmer classical dance and folklore. You know, the traditional stuff.
Yeah.
But I think it's great for us Khmer to represent even more in a broader, like you know, part of your dance.
Yeah. So when I was in Cambodia, I saw a lot of like my dancing was amazing. It was really gorgeous.
Yeah.
But the thing was like like as an artist, I grew up in the U.S. and I was trained to do this. So like and it's good to actually like as an artist you just teach you teach what you learn, right? And then you pass on to the next generation, right?
Yeah. So we always close with this. Okay, what is one piece of wisdom? Something you wish someone had told you earlier that you want to leave our listener or viewer today?
Okay, so I am going to go with the Indian. When I was in India, they have something called a jagar. Jagar.
Yeah.
It means to. There's no direct translation, but it just means to. You have to make do with the resources you have. Right? So if you have limited resources, you have to figure out a way to make it happen with the limited resources you have, right? Like the closest thing we have is a life hack. Like it translates to almost like a hack, but in India it's like a life hack or MacGyver or something to actually just
Yeah.
Yeah. And this whole facility, this whole program is basically we live in a capitalist society. We need money to survive, I get that, right? And to make something free is really difficult, right? And then to make it, to have it free for the arts is extremely difficult, right? And then we have overhead for our facility, but
You make it happen.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
Chai, on behalf of Khmer Talk and entire community, Arkun, thank you for having us here in your studio, for your time, and for everything you pour into this work every single day for the community of Tacoma. As your cousin, I can tell you I could not be more proud of what you have built here. And what you have built at Art First is proof that when someone dares to believe that art belongs to everyone, real things happen, real lives change. To everyone listening. If you want to learn more, volunteer, donate, or enroll your child in or yourself in a free program, visit Art First at artsfirst.org. You can also follow them on Facebook and subscribe to their YouTube channel to watch student films made right here in Tacoma. If today's conversation moved you, please share this episode with someone who needs it to hear it. Leave us a review, subscribe on whatever platform you are listening on, and keep coming back because Khmer Talk is where our community speaks. Until next time. កម្មវិធីវិទ្យុជាទីមេត្រីយើងខ្ញុំសូមជូនពរឲ្យគួយធីងសាសប្បាយរីករាយ